acceptable real field for outdoor baseball?
We're way above that. Yeah, we're great. The sun's shining and it's not a lot of wind, so we're happy to be out here.
The guys talk a lot about just team chemistry overall being so much better this season. What have you seen that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty apparent with this group in the fall. We've got a lot of new faces, but this is kind of the third year in a row that we've done that. A lot more older guys. I feel like we had a lot of guys come in that fit what we're trying to do from a culture standpoint, and they've really meshed. They've meshed well. We haven't faced any adversity yet, so that's when you really start to see the chemistry. But yeah, the guys have made it a real big point. The coaching staff's made it a big point, and it's been a fun group to be around.
How do you make this mesh with so many new guys, Will?
Well, like I said, this is the third year that we've had 20 plus new guys, so you go work hard. You get out there and do your thing, and you ask the guys to let their personalities come out. Again, when you're a little bit older, you're more comfortable, so you're a little more able to do that. Some of our better players that have been in the program now are juniors and seniors or fifth-year guys, and so they've kind of helped set the tone too. And so it's always a work in progress, but yeah, it's been very intentional on our players' parts to make sure that it's where it needs to be.
Who are some of those older guys that really helped set the tone?
Yeah, I mean, there's some guys that we probably didn't expect to get back. Perry, Shanneman, Everett, three guys I can speak to right there that I probably didn't expect to get back for a fifth year, that we're thrilled to have back. Efrain Cervantes has done a nice job. He's really improved his game, and he's stepped up as a leader. And seeing a guy like Bryce Matthews, Max Anderson, those guys are juniors now. So they played 2 years of college baseball, and they're ready to take on that type of role.
I mean, you've got more veteran options, it seems like. I mean, these next 3 weeks, how much more difficult does that kind of make your job in terms of figuring things out?
It is a great problem to have.
Yeah.
It is much better to have that as opposed to figuring out. We're going to have to make decisions on prop roster, final roster, those type of things, and we're getting close on some of that stuff. But I'd rather have my job be tough that way than try to figure out who my 7, 8, 9 hole hitters are.
How deep is this team? Like offensively and positionally, how flexible is it?
It'll remain to be seen a little bit, and we picked up some guys after fall that weren't pitching in the fall that look to be healthy at this point, and Buns, Perry, and Mason Ronellis. So you feel like you picked up some free agents there a little bit, maybe. And again, I think we probably have about 13 guys right now offensively that I feel like are deserving to be starters, and that's a better position to be in. Like I said, the bottom of the order, you're just kind of trying to flip a coin to see at times. So on the mound, I feel like if we can keep Perry and Shanneman in the bullpen, there's your Friday and Saturday guys from last year. So that gives you an indication that the talent and the depth is certainly trending to be better.
You mentioned Max Anderson. How have you just seen him grow since he's been a freshman?
Max is, he's always come in with a great attitude, and that's the thing that I've really tried to impress upon him this year. Last year, I feel like he put a little pressure on himself. Just seeing him take on a little bit more of a leadership role. He was the guy that Spencer Schwellenbach was putting his arm around at one point in time, and now he's putting his arm around Dylan Carey. So it's been fun to watch him, grow up that way. But Max is Max. I mean, he's kind of the same guy he was, and he's a great player, and he's going to lead because he's a great player.
What's on the schedule for day one of practice here?
Well, we're going to try to squeeze some innings in. It doesn't look great for the next couple. We're going to play catch. We're going to meet up. We're going to stretch. We're going to take some ground balls and fly balls and try to get 6 innings in.
What have you seen from the freshmen coming in and competing at the standard you want to see from them?
That's always a sign of I talk about the older guys, the veterans. We got to be older, but you also have to have really good players that are freshmen that can step in and make an impact right away. And I think we have some of those guys that can do that both on the mound. We're going to rely on some guys, and then we're going to rely on some freshmen, offensively too, to get in there and carry the load a little bit. But the thing is that there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of different pieces that we're going to be able to figure out here in the next 3 weeks of team practice and in the early parts of the season.
What kind of response did you get?
this field here that's got turf